14 of 55 is Brianna in her last 4 games shooting, so we'll see if she can get going. She did have a great game against Dallas on June 16th, albeit in a loss, 29 points against Dallas on August the 11th. And here's a steal right away after Dallas is on the scoreboard, 4-2. Want to welcome those watching around the country on NBA TV. Coming to you from Seattle, Dick Fain along with Elise Woodward here at Key Arena. In a very important game for both of these teams. Dallas just to stay in the playoff race. They need a win to do that. Here's a miss by Langhorne, but how about swooping in the second-year guard out of Notre Dame?
So strong and an immovable force down on the block when she gets it that low.
Here's Loyd flying into the lane, and she's been aggressive to start, which is good. Are unbelievable. In wins, she is averaging 22 points per game, shooting 54%. Not only is she aggressive, taking more shots, she's making more shots, 6%.
And a great take getting in the middle of the defense and drawing the foul, which is as good as team from the floor. Made all 7 of her free throws and finished with 24 points. And sometimes the ball over her head, fading away with a great vertical too. Her hand was right there in her face. She's going to knock it down anyway. That's tough.
Loyd aggressive again, going right to the cup. Bird to walk it up, trying to find Jewell Loyd. She's got Skylar Diggins on her. She's been wearing her out thus far. Here's Stewart. The catch, driving, a finish. Controlling the boards. That's something that Jenny Busek talked about with you. 7-2 on the rebounds right now.
And Dallas is #1 in the league in offensive rebounds, and so far they have not hurt Seattle in that area.
Well, the problem for Dallas is they got Courtney Paris on the bench with 2 fouls. Here's Clark for 3, in and out. Stewart, no bailout call there, and Seattle's off to the races again. 2-on-1 with Loyd. The lob pass again. They love doing that, don't they? Brianna throws it up to Jewell. Sometimes Jewell throws it to Brianna. We're going to be seeing that for a decade plus in Seattle. 24-13, shooting almost 60% from the field. 96 seconds left in the first. This is Storm basketball. Reset. They did say that Jewell had possession long enough. In and out on the
it went off, I believe it was Pearson standing behind her, but regardless.
Prior to that shot, Loyd in the corner. Quick trigger 3 by Sue. Gosh, just bringing down rain. Jewell Loyd has it. Seattle has it 2 for 1 if they wish. Loyd has it. Now we'll attack. Kick it over to Quinn. They've lost their 2 for 1 opportunity. Now Langhorne inside. Good backside cut by Jewell Loyd, and a very nice find by Crystal Langhorne, who now has 4 assists.
Going on this baseline out of bounds play.
Clark to Loyd. Pull-up jump shot in. And those are the ones. And the first deficit for Seattle at home in the last 2 games. Sue tries to match. No good. Rebound Brianna. Jewell driving strong, kicking it to Koski nicely.
Look at the game. They've been really quiet off the bench as well. Just 4 points off the bench. It's been an area they've been better in, but on Japanese Heritage Night, a big round of applause for Tak, the Japan native who was so good with her national team in the Olympics.
Powers, offensive foul, and that's a good call because Jewell Loyd was set. You mentioned the bench scoring. The last 10 games, that's solid. They scored that many in only 4 of their first 16. Here's Loyd with it. Brianna comes to screen, reverses her steps. Loyd gets tackled, and we'll go to the free throw line. I believe they may call it on the floor. See what Aaron Smith says. 2 shots.
See, just right there swiping out, getting her on the wrist, and then also cutting off her path.
It's a fun matchup. You got 2 really exciting.
Powers went to Michigan State. Loyd went to Notre Dame.
Long arms out there to try to deflect passes. Now Phillips against Bird. Those 2 have been going at it for a long, long time in this league. Pearson drives in on Koski. No good. Offensive rebound. Johnson. Shot blocked by Ramu. Seattle comes out of the frame.
You can't really call much on that, and Seattle hopes to get a boost of momentum from a big defensive play.
Loyd gets a seam. Floats one up off the back iron. She'll go to the line. And this is the Jewell Loyd we saw in the first quarter to start the game. She was kind of disappearing through the second and third.
Well, and you see, once again, just getting not only inside the three-point line, but inside the paint, and that's where they had so much success from the three-point line. How about getting back in the lane where you've had a tremendous amount of success with 30. The hard screens in the first half to free themselves too. Never came.
7 minutes to play. It's tied up. Did not think we'd be here. Loyd with 2 of 9 shooting. Mosqueda Lewis has a bucket, as does Takashi. Here's Sue with it, catching fire from 3. It's be a big one, and she gets it.
she knows the tricks.
Here's Loyd with it. Goes baseline on Skylar Diggins. It's 78 win for Dallas.
She had one-on-one, lot of space on the wing, and that's a tough guard.
Loyd.
And how about the Seattle defense in this one? Holding Dallas to 30 in the first half, and now just 33 in the second half.
Powers off the mark. Tipped around by Takashi. She keeps it alive.
Fourth of 4 games on their upcoming road trip. It will be tough. Remember, it's
Pearson
not
blocked by Brianna Stewart, and
1-inch reach, and she can get off the ground. She has got a vertical.
Loyd hits the first. Just can't turn it over, and you got to hit at least 1 of 2 free throws to make it a 3-possession game. Nobody fouling.
And no pressure on Quinn.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
That is just very odd.
And they're letting Seattle play it out. They just wasted. You could possibly handle the last 11 seconds.
The one player that you really don't want to foul, and then Noel.